Did you know that equipping one soldier costs around $30,000? $30,000. Now imagine equipping 100,000 soldiers. That's $3 billion. And guess who pays for all of this? You, the taxpayer. But here's the crazy part. This isn't even the expensive stuff, because while you're thinking about boots and helmets, the real money is going somewhere else entirely. Check this out. Tank, $10 million. Helicopter, $50 million. Military base, $2.5 million. Jet fighter, $120 million. And that's just the beginning. By the end of this video, you'll understand why modern militaries cost more than the GDP of entire countries and why every single one of these dollars comes straight out of your pocket. Let's break it down. Let's start with the basics. You might think, how expensive can a uniform be? Just some gear, some clothes, a gun. Easy, right? Wrong! Let me walk you through the shopping list. Helmet, $500. Not some plastic thing. This is a ballistic helmet designed to stop shrapnel and absorb impact. It's made from advanced Kevlar composites and has mounting systems for night vision, cameras, and communication equipment. Combat boots, $300. These aren't your average hiking boots. Military boots are designed for extreme durability, ankle support, and all-terrain capability. They need to last through deserts, jungles, snow, mud, everywhere. You can't just grab some Nikes. Tactical backpack, $500. This isn't a school bag. Military rucksacks are designed to carry over 100 pounds of equipment, with hydration systems, modular attachments, and reinforced stitching. Rifle, $1,000. The standard infantry rifle costs around $1,000. But that's just the weapon. Add scopes, laser sights, grips, and suppressors, and you're looking at another $2,000 to $5,000 in accessories. Combat uniform, $1,000. Fire-resistant fabrics, reinforced knees and elbows, integrated padding, and camouflage patterns designed for specific environments. Soldiers need multiple uniforms for different climates. Ballistic goggles, $250. Not swim goggles, ballistic ones, that protects eyes from debris, shrapnel, and UV rays while maintaining clarity during combat operations. MRE food packs, $15. Meals ready to eat. Soldiers need 3 per day. That's $45 daily just for food. Over a year-long deployment, that's $16,425 just for meals. Radio communication system, $3,000 to $5,000. Encrypted, durable, with multiple channels. Communication is life or death in combat zones. Medical kit, $700. Tourniquets, bandages, clotting agents, pain medication, and life-saving equipment. Every soldier carries their own trauma kit. Add it all up. $20,000 to $35,000 per soldier, depending on the country and mission type. Well, here's where it gets bananas. The United States has approximately 1.3 million active-duty military personnel. Even if we assume a conservative $25,000 per person, that's $32.5 billion just on personal gear. And remember, this is before we even get to vehicles, weapon systems, bases, or operations. All right, now let's move from soldiers to the stuff that really drains budgets. Because while $30,000 per soldier sounds like a lot, it's pocket change compared to what's coming next. M1 Abrams tank, $9 million. That's right, $9 million for one tank. It weighs 70 tons, has a jet turbine that burns fuel like crazy, and every shell it fires, $8,000. The United States has over 2,500 of these tanks in active service. Do the math, $22.5 billion in tanks alone. Apache attack helicopter, $50 million. Each Apache costs $50 million and fires Hellfire missiles worth $150,000 each. The U.S. operates 800 of them. F-35 Lightning II fighter jet, $120 million. The most expensive fighter jet ever built. Each F-35 costs around $120 million, and that's before operational costs. Flying one F-35 for an hour costs approximately $36,000 in fuel, maintenance, and parts. The United States plans to purchase over 2,400 F-35s. That's $288 billion. And we're not even counting pilot training, storage, or maintenance. Aircraft carrier, $13 billion. A single aircraft carrier costs $13 billion to build. It requires a crew of 5,000, operates 24/7, and costs around $1 billion per year just to maintain and operate. The United States Navy has 11 aircraft carriers. That's $143 billion in carriers alone, not counting the 70-plus aircraft each one carries. Tomahawk cruise missile, $1,500,000, one missile. $1.5 million, gone in seconds. During the 2017 strike on Syria, the United States launched 59 Tomahawk missiles. That single operation cost $88.5 million, and it lasted less than 2 hours. Tank shell, $8,000. A single tank round costs $8,000. When a tank fires in combat, it can go through dozens of shells in minutes. Military base, $2 billion plus building a military base from scratch. Budget at least $2 billion. And that's just construction. Operating costs, another $400 million per year for utilities, maintenance, security, and personnel. The United States operates over 750 military bases around the world. These numbers are insane. Nobody talks about this. But this is where your tax money goes. When you break it down item by item, the scale becomes almost incomprehensible. Okay, so you're probably like, why does a helmet cost $500? When I can buy one for $100, what's the difference? Great question. Let me explain the factors that inflate military costs to astronomical levels. 3 main reasons: government contracts, overpriced everything. Complex bidding, minimal competition, and cost overruns lead to absurd prices. A $500 hammer, a $1,200 coffee maker. These scandals actually happened. Testing, millions in R&D. Every piece of equipment undergoes years of extreme testing. Helmets are shot at, vehicles are blown up, jets are tested in every condition imaginable. The F-35 program, $55 billion in development before the first jet ever flew in combat. Low production numbers, higher per unit cost. Unlike consumer products made by the millions, military equipment is produced in small batches. Building 200 helicopters instead of 200,000 cars means each unit costs exponentially more. And here's the gut punch. Every dollar comes from one place: your taxes, your paycheck, your family's income. Every taxpayer in the country funds this system, and most people have no idea where the money goes. Now let's do the scary math. What does it cost to build a military from scratch? Let's equip 100,000 soldiers with tanks, helicopters, jets, missiles, and bases. Total cost, $34 billion. And that's just buying the equipment. Now add 1 year of operations, salaries, fuel, maintenance, training, medical care, another $26 billion. First year total, $60 billion. And that's a small military force. The United States spends $800 billion on defense every single year. You could end homelessness in America, build 400 hospitals, pay for college for 10 million students, fund NASA 40 times over. But instead, military spending. Why war costs trillions. Let me recap this madness. Soldier gear, billions. Tanks and helicopters, tens of billions. Fighter jets, hundreds of billions. Bases, billions. Operations, billions every year. Logistics, billions moving stuff around. Medical care, billions for wounded soldiers. And we haven't even mentioned cybersecurity, satellite systems, intelligence agencies, nuclear weapons maintenance, Veterans benefits. When you add everything up, modern militaries don't cost billions. They cost trillions. The Iraq and Afghanistan wars? Over $6 trillion when you include long-term costs like veteran care. That's $6 trillion. And every single dollar came from one place, taxpayers. So the next time you see a soldier in uniform or a fighter jet fly overhead, or hear about a military operation on the news, remember that $500 helmet is just the beginning. Behind every soldier is $30,000 in gear. Behind every mission is millions in equipment. Behind every war is trillions in cost. And behind all of it, you, the taxpayer.